Hi, it's Dennis with Tea Time Organizer. Today we're going to take a look at how it is that you go about creating and publishing a tea time out to your player base. So let's pop over to the organizer dashboard. The top of the organizer dashboard is where you go about creating your tea time. Today we're going to create a simple tea time. If you had tea times that were recurring or bulk, you could do them under these two buttons in it and you get explanations there. But for a simple tea time, the first thing you do is select your course. Again, we're using our demo. So we've got Pebble Beach and Pinehurst as our two demo courses. I'm going to select Pebble Beach, go to my calendar and select next Saturday as the tea time that I just secured from the club. Let's say that's at 9 o'clock in the morning and I've got 4 slots. This could be 8 slots, 12 slots, whatever. But once I've entered in those 4 simple pieces of data, I just click Add a Tea Time, and what it does is it adds it down here to the list. Now you notice the yellow banner, it says Not Published. Not Published means it's in draft form, and it has not yet been communicated out to my player base. When I publish this, it's going to do a couple things. One is it's going to send a message, either a text or an email, depending upon the communication preference that the player has set up, to let them know that there is a new tea time that they could go ahead and elect to reserve a spot in. The second thing it's going to do is send it to their mobile app and list it in the list of available tea times for them to select from. So I'm going to publish this tea time, send it from draft out to the players. When I do that, I can send it to all of my players, all my active players, a subset of those players. If I had a specific message I wanted to include, I could. Normally I don't. I just say publish. And what it does is it went out there now, all 16 players it's been published to, and it is now an active tea time, no longer in draft. And I can tell that because the Manage Player button is available to me. So if you want to see what it did in terms of the player app, let's go take a look at that. Okay, here we're taking a look at Sandy's player app. It shows that Sandy has one upcoming tea time. That's for Tuesday. There are 8 players and there's only 8 slots available, so this one is full. If she wants to know who she's playing with, she can just click on it and see who it is that's scheduled to play that day. But down in the available tea times, these are the tea times that Sandy could reserve for, including the one we just created, which is the one on the 28th at 9 o'clock a.m. So let's say Sandy looks at this and says, you know what, I want to play in that. Right now it doesn't have, there's 4 spots available. There's no players that have signed up so far. I'm going to RSVP for that. And so I confirm my RSVP. It tells me that I'm in. And now that has moved from my available tea times up to my upcoming tea times, and you'll see there's just one player in it so far, and that's Sandy. So now if you want to see what it did from the organizer's perspective, let's go over and take a look at that. Okay, looking at the organizer's dashboard, here is that tea time on the 28th at 9 a.m., which was previously emptied. There is now one player out of the 4 slots that are available. That one player is Sandy Bunker that's here. So it's really is that easy. It's entering in 4 bits of data to create the tea time, clicking the publish button to send it out to all your players, and from there players take over. They'll RSVP. If they go to RSVP and it's full, they'll be placed on the wait list. It'll manage the wait list and such. But it's no longer the need to send out a bulk email to all the players and say, hey, I've got a tea time that's available, and then watch all of the reply alls fly back and forth. This just simplifies that whole process. So it's that easy to create a tea time. If you have any questions at all or want to learn more, visit teatimeorganizer.net. And if there's a specific question you don't see answered there, you want to reach out to me, you can do that at support@teatimeorganizer.net.